you. Iloilo Airport. Saya-saya nila sa CR. Anyway, I'll check my ticket but we're flying at 10 o'clock in the morning back to Manila. And silipin natin yung lounge dito kasi I think the last time I was here, hindi pa siya bukas. So it would be interesting to know ano yung itsura ng mga iba-ibang lounge dito sa Pilipinas, ng mga airports. And in fairness, kahit walang lounge, sobrang sulit magstay. Walang tao. Tsaka sobrang linis. There are restaurants like Coffee Break, JD. Sa labas, outside of the first security screening gate, merong kung ano-anong brands din na nandun. So, okay din siya. Perfect for travelers. I think it's really opening up. Like, if not 100%, siguro mga nasa 90 or something. Oo nga eh. I'm thinking if I should get basil pot or a mint pot, coriander pot. They had thyme before. Rosemary, siguro okay din. Ano ba usually nila? Ito kasi talaga eh. Yan naman yung... Decisions. Of course. Hot dog! I knew it! Be, wala tayong mabili. Ang dami na. So, sobrang daming choices. Wala kaming mabili.
Busog na ako.
Ang bango.
Ilang piraso, Ali?
Ito.
Ilang piraso?
Yum. Is it good? Ano na? Is it any good? Yes. Yay. Bubble. To see Hannah show. artist. Everything you see here, except for the sculpture over there in the middle, is oil on paper. What do you like, Max? This one? Ito daw favorites niya. This one and this one. Hi, Ta! I'm at your store here at Katipunan. I so love it. It feels like I'm still in Cebu. Love, love, love. Sa Cebu, this is the super duper duper favorite ko na atelier because they alter everything for you before you even leave the shop. It's nice. They really make sure that everything fits to a T. And I'm so happy they're here in Manila na. This one's in QC. Hey guys! Welcome to another edition of Atty.H Legal Diaries. And we are back to talking about the law. Etong batas na pag-uusapan natin today is actually quite popular because number one, it is the first law that has been signed by the President Bongbong Marcos, signed into his administration just this October 10, 2023. And it is none other than the SIM Registration Act, or Republic Act number 11934. So what is this law all about? So remember, recently, kahit ako, nakakatanggap ko ng mga scam text messages, all of these messages na sobrang weird, asking you for money or telling you na nanalo ka ng something, or, these Netflix subscription things. Now, I don't know how they got our numbers. When we registered, this happened during the spike or after the spike of the pandemic when we would be required to input our numbers to get a QR code. There has been some kind of data breach na nangyari, so naka-access ang unscrupulous individuals na ito ng ating mga phone numbers, ng ating mga mobile numbers. Pero syempre, yung mga nakababayan nating iba, napapaniwala niyan. And of course, hindi lang sa kaya nating iwasan o not fall into the trap of responding to the text message, but yung hassle lang na nakakatanggap ka ng mga annoying text messages, yan yung nakakainis. And wala tayong kalaban-laban sa ganyan, so government deemed it prudent to pass a law that actually enables users of SIM cards or mobile phones to register their data para malaman kung sino yung mga nagsasend or sino yung source ng mga text messages. Ma-verify yung identity ng user behind the SIM. So ano ba essentially yung sinasabi ng SIM Registration Act? Here it is. I'll reproduce the Section 4. Para lang, masummarize na lang natin. Hindi na kailangan basahin ng buo yung batas. But basically, ang sinasabi dito, pag binili mo yung SIM card mo from a telco, it will be deactivated. Meaning, hindi mo siya magagamit. Unless, ma-register mo yung SIM na yon within 180 days from the effectivity of the law. So, when does the law take effect? The law says this actual law takes effect 15 days after it's published on the official gazette. So in a nutshell, the SIM Registration Act simply says that telcos or SIMs that we will buy from telecommunications companies will be in a deactivated state. Meaning, hindi natin basta-basta magagamit yung mga SIM na binibili natin unless mai-register natin ito properly through the servers of these telcos. So anong effect ng hindi natin pagre-register ng data natin or personal information natin? The failure to register the existing SIMs within the periods na sinabi ng batas will result to an automatic deactivation of the SIM. This law says that telcos should include the data of existing postpaid subscribers of the SIM to align with the registration requirement of this act. So it will be very interesting to find out what sorts of information that the telcos already have on us postpaid subscribers and ano-ano pa yung ire-require ng batas for us to register, if any. Kasi nga, hindi pa natin nakikita yung IRR. So, let's stay tuned. Ano-ano ba yung mga personal details na ito? Ano-ano yung parameters? Sabi ng batas, it should be the full names, our full names, date of birth, sex, and address. Declaration form that the information that we entered into this registration form is true and correct. Bukod sa registration form containing those specific information about the user or the SIM card owner, dapat mag-present din tayo ng valid government ID. Ito yung mga valid IDs na yan. Here. You may ask, is this registration requirement just cover Filipinos? Well, the law says it also covers foreign nationals. So whether they are here to work or they are here temporarily as tourists, as long as they buy a local SIM card, they are obliged to register under the SIM Registration Act. So in the collection of our data by these telecommunication companies, they will still have to abide by the Data Privacy Act. What happens in case of loss of the SIM or phone, the death of the end user or the registered person that is linked to that mobile number, or kung may request ka for deactivation for some reason? The telco should deactivate the SIM within 24 hours from the said report. The telco, regardless of deactivation, is obliged to keep our information in their database for a period of at least 10 years. Ultimately, what the law prevents is the scenario or our scenarios where mobile phones through the SIM cards will be used for illegal means. But this doesn't mean that confidentiality or privacy will no longer be protected. In fact, the SIM Registration Act assures everybody or all the stakeholders that all data that is collected from us will be treated as absolutely confidential and shall not be disclosed to any person. Now, there are exceptions to this confidentiality clause. Under Section 9 of this law, it says that disclosure shall be made under these particular instances. The default is it's confidential, di ba? Pero may exceptions. So, yung pinaka-importanting exception na dapat nating maalala is anybody, as long as meron siyang duly sworn affidavit saying na itong number na to ay nag-perpetrate ng ganitong offense and I cannot ascertain who that person is, and this is filed with the DOJ through the Office of the City Prosecutor or the Office of the Provincial Prosecutor, or even if it's an affidavit filed with the NBI or the PNP, pwede na siyang pumasok dito sa exception na ito of confidentiality. Meaning, upon receipt of an affidavit stating that a crime has been committed by this particular number and you need a particular or particularly the information of this person because you cannot ascertain where he is and who he is. So, hindi ka makaka-file ng case if wala kang name and address. So, to be able to get those information, all you need is the number and the affidavit stating the crime perpetrated, and then isasubmit mo siya sa particular investigating authority. And then, pag-issue ng subpoena na yon, the subpoena issued by the investigating authority will be sent to the telco, and the telco is obliged to release the information. Ano na namang information ito? Again, like I said, the full name, your sex, your birthday, and address attached to that mobile number. So, very, very private information. Siguro ang clincher dito is, it would be very interesting to know ano yung specific steps or guidelines kung paano ito lahat mangyayari. There you have it. I hope you learned a thing or two from me, Atty.H. And yeah, abangan natin yung IRR kasi very, very important yan. Boils down to trust viability and integrity ng database. So, yun nga. I hope ma-prevent talaga yung ill or harm na gustong ma-prevent ng batas na ito. Maganda naman yung intentions, but I really just hope that the IRR will address any of the fears we have about privacy and abuses that can emanate from the use of this law by, people who have nothing else to do,